Hello, this is Serum, and I am on Kerbal Space Program, Season 2. This is like my 100th attempt at trying to record this commentary because there's some weird thing where every time I record it, it doesn't sync up with what you're seeing. So this time I've decided just to tell you stuff, and I'm not even going to bother with trying to sync it. So I will just tell you at one point this plane spins out of control and it's crazy and all that amazing stuff. But anyway, this is the PT-101, and it's transporting Jebediah, Bill, and I can't see his name in this small little screen, Hudstead. And they are heading to the North Pole mining facility, as you saw in the previous episode. And they're going to be helping to mine this, the materials needed for the Solar Tech Corporation to get the things needed to, and I just repeated that, but to get the minerals and gases and fuels needed for their future space flights, as well as this is practice for mining so that they can, because they're going to be doing a lot of mining in space, so they've got to get a lot of practice in. Jeb is the pilot. As you can see, he's well experienced. He's flown these PT-101s before, as well as their as the Solar Tech PT-100s, which don't fly quite as far but are otherwise the exact same jet. The PT-100 could reach the North Pole, but it probably wouldn't reach the mining facility, which is past that, whereas the PT-101, this jet, can travel more than halfway around Kerbin on its fuel before it runs out. So it makes it the perfect aircraft for getting to the North Pole, as well as on landing and takeoffs. It's a very stable aircraft. Unfortunately, as I was mentioning earlier, once you reach about 20,000 meters, it starts to spin out of control. So, as I'm sure you probably already have seen, I'm guessing it's popped up already. But it's once you are able to gain control again, you just throttle down and then, let it do its spin for a while, and eventually it straightens itself out. And then you can throttle back up and gain control, and you're on your way again if you haven't already hit the ground. But I actually found that it was a fairly easy jet to fly. You just had to, once you hit about 15,000 meters, you throttle down as the nose starts to want to pull up on you, and then you throttle back up once you've dropped down to about 10,000 meters. So I just did that the whole time, and I didn't have a problem. As for landing and takeoffs, it's probably one of the best jets I've ever built for those. It's amazing. It can't fly very well, but it does a great job at landing and taking off. So it's good jet for those long distance. I was a little worried that I wasn't going to have enough fuel to make it there, as were Jeb and Bill, and I keep forgetting his name, Hudstead. But anyway, so they're on their way. Sorry if I don't have this planned out as well as the others. I had it planned out great before on the other recordings, but obviously that didn't work out, so now I'm just trying to throw out some stuff here. So these guys are going to be the new mining people, the new mining crew, the Kerbins. And so looks like we're coming up on the North Pole here, I think. Like I said, I'm guessing by now you see the North Pole. What I'm seeing is still way back at the mountains at night. So I don't know why it's so screwed up like that. Something's not right here. But my plan is to get these guys to the base, and then at some point they will probably be picked up and brought back by another jet. I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to do that because it takes a lot of fuel. I'll probably need to try to do some kind of landing and refueling at some point. But Anyway, so here we come into the landing. You know, lined up perfect. Worked on this really hard. I didn't think I was sure I was going to miss it completely. But it was a nice, beautiful touchdown. And it worked out perfect, and I came right up to the mining facility just like I wanted on my first try. This is actually my third attempt at flying. The first time I used the PT-101, which wasn't enough fuel. Second time, the game crashed on me when I was about 30 kilometers from the mining place. But so this was my third attempt, and I landed it beautifully. That's why I haven't. One of the reasons why I haven't put out as many of these episodes is because I'm having a lot of technical problems. But I'm enjoying the game again though, and I'm gonna try to get more episodes out. So now we're letting out Homestead, whatever his name was. I keep forgetting his name. I can never remember his name. So he's climbing out. I wasn't sure. I was concerned with coming out that door and going onto the tail and then down the ladder. I didn't think that the guys would make it, but he did. Homestar, he made it. Homestar runner. God, wonder if remember that website? If any of you watched that, it was funny. I don't think it's still around though. I think they lost viewers a long time ago. Homestarrunner.com. If it's still up, check it out. It's funny. Alright, so here comes Bill. He's next. He's climbing down. There's a lot of ice on that wing, so he's got to be careful with his getting to that ladder, that he doesn't slip and fall off. It is the Arctic, so you get a lot of ice buildup on the wings. But phew, luckily he made it. Now he's going to go and relax for a while because that flight was a little scary. Luckily he's got a nice heated room. Small but cozy that he can sleep in. Now Jebediah is going to climb out. Remember, there's ice on the wings. Oh no, he slipped. Oh! And Jebediah is dead. And unfortunately, in the Arctic, you're far from the medical facilities needed to survive. So he's gone. But the Solar Tech Corporation was accepting. That was kind of nice music at that scene. The Solar Tech Corporation has accepted such losses, and they will move on because there's billions to be made here and a future in space for them. So the project. The North Pole mining project must go on. It's most important. But this thing is so weird. It seems like it should have been done by now. But anyway, so that's about it. Yeah, see, my image is like that I'm watching is freezing up for a while and then jumping back, and so it's just weird. I can't keep track of what's going on here. So sorry about that. This is the best I can do for this episode. The next one I hope will be a lot better. Anyway, I'm Serum. Hope you enjoyed at least the video if the commentary sucked. And I will see you on the next episode, and I promise we'll try to do something really good for the next one. Something really interesting. But anyway, I will see you next time. Bye. Bye, Jeb.